Hey.
We are live. What's happening, man? How y'all doing out there, everybody? Welcome. Let me kick my shit with Pearl and friends, man. We're gonna go live tonight. Uh, like we always do, man. Welcome my beautiful sister, Miss KeKe. Got something to say? How you doing, babe?
Hey, brother.
What's going on,
I'm in you.
man? I went out last night, man. Shit.
What in the
I got.
world? What you do?
I went out with the team last night, man. I hadn't been out since like just going out. If it wasn't business, I hadn't been out since Shaq passed away. And
Yeah.
so all day leading up, I just wasn't feeling good. I was like, man, I ain't feeling. Then I started thinking about the show. I was like, shit, I got to get out, and
That part.
yeah, that part. So whatever came across me, man, I started to feel better towards the time. It was fight night. It was a big night. I did want to see the fight. So
Yeah.
man, I'm
Did you
just
see the
going out.
fight?
Huh? Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you see it?
yeah. I saw it. It was a decent fight. It was so much going on in the club that I missed what happened in the end. Something happened. They called a fight, but pretty good fight. I want to shout out the team. Shout out Johan, man. My brother Johan Trotter, man. We was at Club Dreams out here.
Mm-hmm.
Shit lit. When you come out here, I'm gonna take you out
Yeah.
there. Shit lit. Yeah, we had a good time. My boy Doughboy and his wife, my sister Saber, man, they came through. My boy Dre and his wife. Just the team, the crew came through with their wives and we kicked it, had a good time, and I did not have to leave early. Thought I was gonna have to leave early.
Okay.
We shot this shit. But I ain't had to leave early. But anyway, that's me. I made it. I'm sweating, but I'm here though.
That's right.
What you got? What you got for us today? We
Man,
getting
listen,
busy.
I had an instance. So yesterday I was in my mind. I take one day a week. I just rest. I got lupus, I have fibromyalgia. So I have to rest my body. I can't overdo it. So yesterday was my day, right? So I ordered DoorDash. I wanted some pizza and some salad and stuff, you know.
Right,
So the driver gets here, right? So I always clock them and see where they are because sometimes they'll get lost in my subdivision.
right.
So I go out there and the thing said Leanne is nearby. So I'm thinking Leanne is a woman, you know. I get outside and I'm 5'5", and it was a dude. He had to be like 5'3", 5'4", because he was shorter than me. Get out. I'm like, all right, maybe his daddy name was Lee and his mama name was Ann, and they kind of, I don't know. So he gives me some of my food, but I didn't have my salad and my Pepsi. So I was like, hey, I don't have my salad and my Pepsi. He's like, well, this is what you got. And he looked at me, he said, what you gonna do? I said, no, baby. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go back and get my salad and my Pepsi. So he
Right.
says, I done turned it off already, so I don't know what you gonna do. That's the wrong answer. So then he asked me why I got an attitude because if I wanted to go get my stuff, then I would have just never ordered DoorDash. Come to find out, make a long story short, you guys, when I called DoorDash, he's not Leanne. Leanne is supposed to be a woman. It was not a woman in this car. It was a Honda Accord. There was no woman in this car, so he's under somebody else's profile, some shady stuff, right?
Yeah.
So they eventually had to investigate him and, block him from driving. But y'all just be careful because we don't know who Leanne is. It's a woman and that was a man that came. Be careful, please.
So what? Cause I use DoorDash a lot. What do you think happened there?
Well, I found out later from somebody else that's a thing. They're using fake profiles to be able to DoorDash. And that is really a thing. However, it's kind of scary because if you can't get it under your profile and your name, why?
What's the advantage of? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. They just working up under somebody else's name.
And had he went and got my salad and my Pepsi, I still wouldn't have known. I would have thought he was still in. But when
Yeah.
you, sir, get an attitude because and I tipped you supposed to deliver my food. That's a problem. I want my salad
Yeah.
and my Pepsi.
I want what I paid for.
Right.
I ain't even going. I ain't fucking with it. If your name is Barbara and you come to the door and you ain't Barbara, you're Tony. I don't want shit. I'm just.
Right. Because
Yeah.
that's a problem.
I don't like that. I
No,
don't
I
like
didn't
that.
like that either, brother. But on the flip side, check this out. Your boy Soldier Boy has went off.
love that little nigga.
Soldier Boy goes off on Tory Lanez, and I saw it on Instagram. And Tory is like, any man that beat a woman is not a man. And that's the politically correct way of saying what he said. How do you feel about that?
I'm with Soldier Boy on that.
Me too.
I don't understand what happened or what made him come out this late and did his rant after Tory locked up. Though what? You know, I don't get that. But yeah, I don't think, you know, I told you I grew up you know, I watched stuff like that go on as a kid, and I ain't with that. Now, I have been with women that'll just haul off and slap the shit out of you.
Ooh.
Or just and I see that a lot with my little partners. I see women being real aggressive but still can't put your hands on it. And as I got older, what I learned was, because me growing up like that as a kid, is when you're a kid and you hear a man beating on a woman and shit, it's a certain feeling you get, right? So even when I have an argument with a young lady or something, I still get that feeling. I don't like to argue. I still get that feeling as a kid. And so I think, and I'm just speaking to men, making no excuse for nobody, but just make sure y'all don't get with women that like to haul off and knock the shit out at you, and you don't have self-control yet.
Yeah.
You know, that don't mean she a bad person or something. I mean, she just got to get a little bit more self-control. But at the end of the day, a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and you can't put your hands on it. Lord knows you can't goddamn pull your pistol out and shoot no woman. Man, that shit just. Ooh. I still don't believe he shot her, but I looked at the Soldier Boy. He is so fucking funny.
He's funny.
I think they need to get that man a show, man.
Absolutely. Soldier Boy, the first rapper that said, don't put your hand on a woman. Ultimately, guys, you don't know how to walk away. That's the problem. You don't need to be in a relationship. Walk away. And I feel like we do need more men that protect women and stand up for women like Soldier Boy did. It's no reason for you to shoot a woman in her foot. There's no reason for you to beat a woman up. Men are naturally stronger than women. Learn how to walk away. I tell my son, I don't care if you like women, boys, cats, or dogs. If you can't call your mama, walk away. Period. Now, if a man try my son, here's the business. You don't need me for that, and he know that. But if a woman come at you and hit me, you call your mother. See, you can't hit a woman. I can't.
Let me ask you this though: do you think it's okay? Because domestic violence is domestic violence.
Yes.
Do you think it's a difference? Like,
no.
It's even better when it's a, let's say a man and a man. One man beating on another. You know, they're a couple. I still think it's like it ain't good.
I think so too, and even in gay relationships, I don't care if you the stud, the woman. Listen, learn how to keep your hands to yourself. That's called self-control. And if you're in a relationship where you can't do that, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
Yeah, and also we in these relationships to like nurture these people, and you know, you use your hands for good shit, not to beat on them. And god damn, getting a pistol and goddamn shoot. I can't even.
You know, brother, what kills me about that part. We've talked about a lot of things off camera. This is really like my real life big brother, right? This is not just to show you guys. Understand, we talk about a whole lot of things. So he's heard some of this and he agrees. But what kills me about all of that is the accountability portion. People will do things to you and not hold themselves accountable, right? I don't like that. I heard a quote where they said accountability feels like an attack when you're not ready to acknowledge your toxic behavior, right? Until you're grown and you know how to communicate and apologize and be truthful and accept accountability without blaming somebody else, right? You have to hold yourself accountable. If you felt like that was a bad moment, still hold yourself accountable. Be honest in the role that you play in a situation or in your own suffering. You have to be accountable. 2023, we're holding ourselves accountable. It's so funny to me when people think you're the problem and then you remove yourself out of the situation and they still have the problem. Ultimately, it's not you, it's them. You have to really be honest about yourself. Accountability can open doors for you. Honestly, and that can play a part in your healing. I can't stand when people cannot hold themselves accountable and always blame somebody. Michael Jackson said the man in the mirror broke. You have to look in the mirror and take accountability. And as long as you think somebody is responsible for the way you are and the things that you do, you won't ever become who you want to be.
And if you're speaking to a man, if you're speaking to a man in this aspect, hey man, you just a whole ass nigga, man. I'm gonna just be real with you. You know, if you pass a certain age, you're a whole ass nigga, and it's your time to grow up. Period. Point blank. Now I want to ask you this: how much responsibility do? Let's say if a woman is in a relationship with a man, and you know he put his hands on and stuff a lot, and she tried to hide it. I think she playing a big part in the shit too. I feel like women, the first time a man show you some shit like that, go on and get the fuck away from him and don't ever give him another chance.
No. I think for women it's like a self-esteem. I think that's a weak mind because they'll come and say, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I did it because, and you're weak here. That's why I always believe women should have their fathers around to teach them the game. Big brothers around. Teach them the game. You can't run game on me, baby. You can't get it past me. I hang with a lot of men and I know the game. So I do think women, if you're out there in these situations, you have to grow up, put your big girl panties on, and leave because it's never going to get better because they know all they can say to you is, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. And you're going to say, oh, he didn't mean it. Your mind is weak, baby. Work on this.
So Miss KeKe got something to say. Let me ask you. I know the answer to this, but I want I want the people out here to hear it. Is it a zero tolerance thing? Like for you, like if you would say to a friend of yours going through something like, is it zero tolerance as far as Miss KeKe?
You got one time to show me that's you, and I'm gonna believe you. Absolutely.
And I think that's what happens a lot out here. Sometimes, and I'm not saying that the responsibility is on a woman as far as what the young man is doing, but it's your responsibility to stop this type of shit from happening in your life. The next time it could be worse. But if you stopped it that first time, put your big girl panties on. Not. She talking literally though. Don't no big girl panties. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But yeah, for real though, I think just gonna cut the nigga off.
Yeah. You can find better, baby. You can find better. And a lot of people don't want to be alone. But I'd rather be alone with my 2 kids, comfortable in my house, than be with a man that feel like it's okay to hit on a woman. And a lot of these men, they grew up seeing it. A lot of it, oh my God, they brought up something. A lot of these men like to blame others. Okay? They like to blame others, but they don't understand you cannot have peace within yourself blaming everybody else for what you're doing. Oh, I did this because she did this. No, you have to have that discipline and self-control.
That's whole shit. Coming from a man, I'm sorry. Coming from a man, that's whole shit.
Yes.
There's nothing you can say. I don't want to hear no excuse. I want you to say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it, bro. I fucked up. I don't fuck around, put my hand on my girl. God, that's what we need to be saying.
Accountability.
That's
right, brother. Talk your ish, brother. Accountability. You talk about it. Listen, and here's the men. Here's what I want y'all to understand. If you got a woman that's pushing you to be great, to be better than what you were before, to be better than what you were yesterday, cherish her. Please cherish her. Understand, if you don't learn the difference between someone who is against you and someone who challenged you, you'll be pushing away nourishment for the soul, okay? But embracing something that's starving you. A good woman is going to push you beyond what you ever thought you could do.
And I'll tell you on the other side of that, the mamas got to let these goddamn grown-ass men go. Let them go,
yes.
Mama.
That's not your man, baby. That's your child. You raise them up as the way that he should go, is what the Bible says. After a certain while, you got to let them go. And you have to let them people make their own decisions. You encourage them and you push them too, but you mama. You can't do mama what this lady can do for him. Y'all got 2 different roles, baby. That's not your man, that's your child. And it's a lot of mamas out here that handicap their boys. The boys can do no wrong in their eyes.
Welcome up.
I've been through it.
Shout out to Cynthia Lynette. Shout out to Nick. Goddamn, mama, you did so good, baby. My mama did not treat me.
Shout out, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
And I'm gonna tell you what I wish for my mom. I wish my mom, and this ain't to knock nobody, you know, fuck you. My mama. Yeah. I wish a nigga would have came through and swooped my mama off her feet and I want to talk about. Let's talk about. You mentioned something to me about the man paying all the bills. It's a big thing right now online.
Yeah.
You know, I got my thoughts about that, but I want to hear what you got to say about that. First of all, about the man being. We say the man's supposed to be the the provider, the provider, the protector, and all that. Is that what it is in 2022? You know what's going on out here right now.
23, brother. It's 2023. So here's the
Yeah,
thing that, you want your man to protect you. You want your man to provide for you. And I think that provider part has gotten lost, right? I was in a situation where I felt like I was the provider. And I have been. I honestly can't say I've been with a man that has paid all my bills. I hold my
yeah.
own. You know what I'm saying? So what my brother is talking about is a couple viral videos going around. And these men are saying, hey, women that don't mind splitting the rent or the bills has never met a real man before because they shouldn't be comfortable splitting bills with you. So these men feel like men should pay the bills. That's your role as the provider. So that's what my brother is referring to, right? I have never been in a situation in my life where I had a man pay all my bills and all I had to do was work and, pay the food, get the food, whatever. I have always split bills or paid the bills. Why? Because I know they got to get paid. And that's always my mentality. When my children walk in this house, the lights going to be on. The water going to work. It's going to be hot when you take your shower. But men, I don't know if it's the men now who feel like, well, times have changed, or the women now that's super independent. That's not happening. But these are men that saying, nah, my wife, my woman shouldn't be paying the bill. That's my job as a man.
Can I say something?
Of course.
I, I remember, I remember a time when this happened. Um, we live. I'm trying to make say nobody. Okay, now we live now. Y'all be wanting, you know what I'm saying? We here. My granddaddy, R.I.P. Abby. My granddaddy was a truck driver.
Okay.
From Monday morning to Friday evening, he's gone. My grandma would get up and go to work. My grandma was crazy. My grandma was crazy. We had cars in the drive. My grandma would get up, walk up a hill in the neighborhood. Everybody know about the east side, Glenwood. Walk up Glenwood every fucking morning for years and years to go catch the bus. The, she didn't want nobody to take it. She wanted to go. My grandma, independent gangster. She get up and go to work. But my grandfather brought the money home, paid everything. And my grandma, and when I was a little boy, I thought they were rich. I felt like I felt like no matter what my mama go through, whatever my cousin, any else go through, at the end of the day, they was gonna have us, and they did. You know, as I got older, I realized it wasn't rich. They were smart, and they were, but it was like that across the board. I seen that a lot of it in that age bracket. My grandmama them age bracket. Now my mama them, she started to change. But what I want to say is, I remember these women. I don't see too many women like the way my grandmama was back then. Just and I know times have changed, and I know that. I so I see you. I see what I feel like you're a woman who deserves small amount of time. I'm smart. I believe in me now. I know I'm what I think that should be damn near. Yeah. So I know I've been with women. Check this out from the sense of real. I've been with women that deserve that. I ain't give it to them, but they deserve it. So it is some women out here, but there's a large amount of women out here. Come on, let's just be real. Let's just talk. Why is this man gonna do all this for this woman right here when she, uh, you know, she got them in your homegirl husband's inbox with the nudies. Uh, shit, I just seen at the club last night, goddamn, in a twerk off, and she fucking 40. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying the type of women that. So hey, I'm just saying what I see. I just said it. It's women even some women that I've been with. I feel like they need to. And I'm gonna say one more thing before I get back to you. I hope, because I think that's something every man want to do. Ladies, when you asking for it and you requiring it, just make sure you're worth it. And because you might get you a man who will go hard and do it. I want to do that for somebody, KeKe. I swear to God on everything. I want to get me a woman. Check out. Get me a woman and take care of everything. She don't have to, because that's what my granddaddy taught. That's what but I'll be honest with you. I just, as I got older, I started to realize, okay, who was worth that? Just chopping my life up. Who was worth that? Who wasn't? A large amount of women who I dealt with wasn't worth that. A few was. She and three of my baby mamas. All of my baby, each one of my baby moms, they deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And,
they deserve that.
and on the flip side for the women, I feel like before you look for a wife, make sure you're a husband.
All right. Got to.
Before you say I
Ooh,
want a wife,
it's a mouthful.
you have to make sure you are husband material and you are ready. Because the love don't pay my bills. People think love is enough and it's not. It don't pay. I can't pay now bill in my house with love.
And that shit
You
got to be. Oh, I'm gonna give you this. I'm sorry, Kiki. Now I never interrupt you, but I want me a good relationship so bad. These are things that need to be talked about in the beginning.
yes.
Now, yeah, I love you. Yeah. The sex so good. Oh, that shit great. We go out, we do all this, do out. I do not tolerate late bills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because the one thing that I hate is when everything going good. Me being the way I was, setting I'm a drug dealer. You know, I did my thing. I did, but I was used to doing it the way I wanted to, no matter who I was with. I get with these women, and I just in my head, I'm just, okay, back in stride, program, and we're not having these conversations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was one that like to pay everything last. Like I'm just like that. I knew I had the confidence. We weren't gonna never want nothing, never gonna get never nothing. I mean, it done came to the point where if I ain't even had the money, I done been fucked up before. I still don't like. Oh, they cut them out. I'm gonna cut them bitches back. I'm just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it took for me to get by myself to understand and to see and to put myself in the shoes of a woman who got kids that ain't by you. And it is a chance that you can walk and just leave us. And so I understand that. Now, if I love this woman that much, I'm gonna take that fucking burden off the motherfucking plate.
Talk
Oh,
about
real.
it.
And so yeah, I think there are women out here that deserve that, but not in every household. Hell, fuck no, no.
So, what is the definition of a provider then?
It depends. Everybody got their own ideas of what a provider is. Because in my mind, I've been a provider, not being at home, but the cash was there. And I've been a provider being at home, and it wasn't that much cash around, but I still was the provider because that goes into the other things like the protection part. It's a lot. It has to do with the most important thing is communication. KeKe, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to talk about this shit. These are the things that we don't want to talk about. We don't. The lady don't want to be.
I think it's hard for men to talk about it. I think
It's
women
all
we spit it out because we know what need to be done. But I think it's harder for men to talk about it. And I
yeah.
think women, ultimately, baby, let me tell you something. What I've learned. This ain't life coaching. This is experience. Dating your tax bracket. Dating your tax bracket or up. Because when you go down, they don't understand what you're talking about.
No,
Those
they don't.
are the ones when you go down think love should be enough, but baby, it's not. It's not paying no bill. Dating your
Man,
tax bracket.
you ain't you. I'm gonna tell you. Let me talk to these niggas. Can I talk to them
Talk to him, brother.
for a minute? Look, you ain't even gonna be happy, bro, in that house with that woman. Man, got them bills got we gonna tighten them up, and the more you take off of her plate, the better things will be. Another thing I'm gonna tell y'all is off topic. All that other shit in your mind, you think you want to this, that, and that. Concentrate on that woman right there.
Mm-hmm.
I got the luxury enough to be able to. I mean, right now I can date in my 20s, 30s, my 40s. I ain't dating, but I can do that. But what I've learned is that shit don't change nowhere. You gotta take care of that goddamn woman. Man is to take care of that woman. Man be a man, woman be a woman. Now, you said something earlier about what does it take to be a. I don't even know what it takes to be a husband, but I want to be a husband. You just gave me some more game, KeKe. I got to go get the information. What does it? What is it? What is it? I need to get it from just a broad perspective, and then when I find the young lady, I need to get it from her. These are the conversation rule the nation, man. We got to talk about this shit. Y'all got to
Mhm.
open your minds up. Open,
Mhm.
and I learned that if you open up and you communicate with women, you get more, you get better. I wish I had some dope ass women, KeKe. I wish I was where I'm at now, like mentally and oh man. But y'all,
Absolutely.
y'all got to
Absolutely. And it's kind of like catch 22. I've had men that I love to death, but they didn't have the money. I had the money. Then I had men that had the money and they didn't have the love.
see.
You
Yeah,
know, so it's kind of like, but you have to build with somebody who want it just as bad as you, right? Because if one want it and somebody else a leech, that's not a power couple. It's somebody who want it just as bad as you want it.
I say this. I think men or women, I've learned if you on a path like I'm on, you got a dream, it's gonna be tough for you to get somebody that's gonna ride with you the way you want them to. If if you don't knock it out the park right away, if you've been at it for so long and so long, after a certain period of time, they're gonna give up on you and they're gonna start saying little stuff and this and that and all that, and it could be hurtful.
I don't think we
And
give up on you, but I think again you need to date at your tax bracket. Because if I got myself together, why do I need to date somebody that don't? No, because I've been there before. I didn't have myself together. That was my era. That's when we date. But I don't deserve to not be taken out on dates because you ain't got yourself together. So every time we go somewhere, I gotta come out my pocket. No, I'm not
see,
at that age anymore.
I got a problem with that. Let me tell you. So I guess when I say I be fucked up or I'm fucked up, I don't be really fucked up.
Right.
Because there's never been a time, not too much. My baby mama Drina, she just used to like to eat out every night. Now I ain't got them Drina like to eat out. Yeah, you gonna have to pay for this shit. We're not just she just used to eat out. We used to eat out every fucking night sometimes. Uh but I'm gonna pay for the food. I'm not finna be looking fucking stupid. I'm gonna pay for this food. We're gonna do everything. It's just things are not hit. So I guess it's 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 low. I ain't never been that low to where I'm the type of man I don't even want to be around no fucking woman if I can't do me. If I can't be up on myself, you understand? And I'm a very confident man. And I think men have to you get your shit together before you even
Yeah.
try to get out your tax bracket. Cause you know if she out you can look at a woman and tell if she out your league.
Out your league. Yeah, she might
I
be attracted to you, but if you can't take her on dates and do the basic, what you supposed to do, you probably shouldn't be there.
KeKe, it was funny last night. Stepped out. I attract a certain type of woman.
Okay.
It was in PAX last night. Shit,
Ooh.
I'm gone, baby. I done did you. I done done. I'm sorry. Some of it looked good to me too. But let me tell you something. My mind, I'm trying to get it where I told my grandma, my granddad was. It was a business fucking relationship, but it was love. It was built on love, and how I see it, it was like some mafia shit. They had to take care of the fucking family, everything that came behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and what it started with. The way I feel about that man
Mm-hmm.
is how I want my grandkids to feel about me. How I want my woman, whoever she is, I want people to feel that way about me. That's a man
That's
right
why.
there. I'm a living ass nigga. And my granddad Albert he was a little short dude like me, big stomach and shit. But that man went out there and did what he had to do. And he would go extra. Albert was fucked up. Albert be gone. I'm gonna tell you something. Albert be gone for a week. Like once every 2-3 years, he'll just go on the street. He get money. He can go out in the street and fuck with these women and shit. And he end up one time he ended up in the meadows, these projects where I grew up at for a whole week. I there fucking with them crack bitches and shit. And they end up robbing him and beating him up and broke his arm or something. My granddad came to the house, got his goddamn shotgun, went back over there and shot that motherfucker up. But the whole time he was gone, my grandmama did flinch. When he came back home, she got them. I'm like, man, this shit. So but I understand more now. Like we didn't miss a beat, man, and it was because of that. That was and that's what hey, any woman out there, you can say what you want to say about me, what you think about me. That's what I want. But like I say, I saw something. My grandmama presented something that deserved that and more. I think that about you, KeKe. Oh, they told me I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Why you always you just be giving her all come? I said, I tell you what, then I if you go back and watch me on Facebook years ago, I was what they call a mean. I was mean. Oh man. But when I see something that's fucking right, I'm gonna big up and I don't care. Ain't she my sister? What the fuck you mean?
Right.
Yeah, motherfucking right. Say what you will.
Mm-hmm.
But cause I used to dog, but I wasn't dogging nobody. I was dogging shit out that I seen. I was dogging shit out that I seen. She like my brother. Why you in my inbox? Why you like you like my pictures in goddamn October 3 years ago? You doing all this old, but you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
with all this weird shit that goes on out
Yeah.
here, and it be for like the quick thrill, ladies and men. That quick thrill shit is dead, is dying,
Yeah.
and just cause I look like this, I'm by some substance.
My
So
brother's
I was
so
not.
fly and he dope. He a fly dude though. My brother be fly all the time. You gonna catch him slipping.
I was knocking that shit down. I was pushing him out the way. I was like, watch out, watch out, watch out. My folk. But once upon a time, so shout out to me though. I done growed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Them little body parts, they rubbing the little body parts up on me. It don't even do nothing for me. I need some. I
You get
want.
older in
I
it. I mean, you done it.
I want to find somebody who I can do what we talking about. But I
That's
know we
right.
gotta get off. Yeah, I want. So yeah, I think it's hell yeah. Man, take care of every motherfucking thing, but that woman got to be that woman. I'm saying that don't make no excuse now, because you can't stay nowhere free. Can't stay nowhere free. You can't. But when we be in these little relationships where I just got out of one, let's sit down at the beginning. And guess what, women, if he don't talk to you then, you might not want to go through it with him.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say later on, I'm trying to tell you and all that. No. Just don't go further.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't get no, if I'm wrong, tell me. Sister, if I'm wrong, tell me. Shouldn't it be an understanding in the very beginning of a relationship?
Yeah.
Like what's expected?
Yeah. And men don't tell her what you think she want to hear, and you know you can't uphold that standard. Don't
It's
tell her.
easier. It's
Yeah.
easier to tell the truth because if you tell the truth, she might see something. You might be a nigga like me. Oh man, y'all. Oh, the one that quit on me and gave up on me. Oh god damn, I still love you though, but you fucked up, man. No, I'm just playing. Hey, what we got? What we got next? What we
Brother,
got?
what you think about the two black men that bought 260 acres plantation in Mississippi? They bought it for $3.2 million. What do you think about it? I think that's so dope.
I think it's dope, but I'm wondering. You gotta figure out what kind of nigga we dealing with. I seen them though. They seem like some smart. Cause you
Yeah.
could get some niggas that get some shit like that and try to do some stupid shit.
I
I
think we
think
should
it's
buy
dope.
back black though. I think
I
we
think
should. I think we should stop thinking the chains is it and the J's is it and the material stuff does nothing.
it's a
Okay,
great
we're
buy.
always gonna come out with that same shoe every 2 years. But if you're not investing in the community, but you're complaining about the community, then what are you doing?
That's a great buy. Hey, hats off to them. But what they gonna do? What are they planning? Did they say?
It didn't say, but I thought that was so dope that they took their money and their investment to buy back. 260 acres is not little. A
Man,
260
that's a lot.
acre plantation.
Hey, I got 3 acres in South Carolina. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of fucking land, and they got it at a great price. Mississippi is possibly could,
Oh,
they could
yeah.
do some shit.
And it
Just
should.
like that.
Mississippi is still in that back there. You know,
Right.
it should. I think black people should buy it. Turn it
That's
around. Make it what it should be
yeah,
in 2023.
yeah, do something with that, man. I hope they do something with it, and I hope we go feed. If they're building shopping centers and shit, let's go spend some money over there. If they
Absolutely.
got let's go. Let's move out there.
We got to
Let's
support that.
and when we start getting our paper like that, that's the type of shit I'm gonna be coming to you with. I don't call you on a Monday morning, be like, hey, KeKe, they got such and such out here. We need to get us some fucking private. Because what I want to do is I want to build me Pearl City.
Hey.
Listen, man, communities, schools, just the way my mind is, the way I vibe, just people come together, church, and just in a world. God gonna bless me to be able to do that. And people come out to Pearl City, man. We living good, and we got our own school system, got our own fucking what you call it, the politics, all that shit, man. A place where ain't no crime,
That's right.
a place where your kid can go
And be a
down the
key.
street.
Mm-hmm.
If he cussing, Miss Maddie gonna come outside. Well, not Miss Maddie, Tamika or some shit like that these days. And say, boy, you better stop all that cussing and call down the street. KeKe, call Pearl and tell the goddamn Rory out here cussing and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
And we
yeah.
good.
That's it. And I think we should, y'all. Listen, invest in something that matters. Nobody cares about your chains. Everybody got one. Nobody
Yeah,
cares about your car. It's gonna depreciate as soon as you pull off the lot. Make your money grow for you. That's how you get those 7 streams of income, and you need it. Ain't nothing like making money while you sleep. Your money is making it for you. Wouldn't you want to do that?
and then life is about. I think you got like, what do you like? Those young men just did something in their life. They did. That's a big life move.
Hmm.
Or look at it like life, like Monopoly. Like what y'all got? What are you going for? What do you? I want. If there's anybody that's watching this program that's just stuck, I want you to goddamn dig deep inside yourself tonight. You know what you want to do, and you know what you're gonna do.
Hmm.
Go on and pull that shit out, man, and get at that shit, man.
Hmm.
That's why I do what I do. I'm old, I'm tired, but I get up every motherfucking day, man, and I try to get it going because we got to make our marks in this life. This is
Yeah,
a life that it's a beautiful goddamn
yeah.
thing.
It's not gonna come to you. It don't just fall in your lap. It don't happen like that. You gotta work and get it. Go get it. What's stopping you? Go get it while you can. You get older and then your bones don't move like they used to. And you like, oh, I wish I would have done. Well, while you can, go get it. The money is there. You just gotta get it,
You got to get it.
brother. Let me ask you a question. Addictions is a big thing now, right? You see people addicted to a few things. You see people dying from fentanyl. You see it's common, right? I don't care where you're from. It's extremely common now. Have you ever had an addiction before?
Hell yeah. I'm battling addiction right now, baby. I know you're doing it for the show, but I'm dealing with shit.
Hmm.
I I I feel like a lot of my addictions are gone. Most of my addictions weren't even like shit like this. It was
Hmm.
just like I was addicted to people needing me, shit like that. You can be addicted to milk. You can be
Yeah.
addicted. Yeah, but yeah, addiction is a motherfucker. But
Hmm.
my I think you gotta if you got an addiction, you gotta deal with it on your own. You're gonna have to, and you're gonna have to have strong people around you. And I don't think it's good to be in a relationship and to have like an addiction, a drug addiction. I don't think it is because it's not fair to the other person. Um, I've done things. I've been in relationships with people, and my thing was, see, I came up in a different era, in a different time, and what you see with me is what you get. But I came. There's a bunch of men just like me came before me, and like they handled their business, and you my woman, and but they did what we were just talking about. Took care of everything. You don't talk to me like not like that, but I do what the fuck I want to do. People went with me. That's my do what I want to do. The reason why is because I I take I the things that happened to me when I was a kid and coming up. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I use that. Don't talk to me about it. You don't know nothing. You don't know because of the. It was time I went through shit when I was alone. Nobody there but me,
Hmm.
and and and, and I had to deal with that shit. So and when I tap into that, It's over with. So definitely we have to deal with the way we have to. Me being the person I am, like I'm way better than I was when you first met me. A lot of the bad shit that I was addicted to was because of the people that I was around. They complained about. They ain't even know they were the reason why man, I just lost my motherfucking best friend in the world. Just so happened to be my son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I didn't have the right support system. Or I pushed my mama them away. You know, I'm a man, KeKe, I'm a man. But man, I don't know. I believe in God, man. God getting me through what I needed to go through. And shit, my biggest addiction right now, these motherfuckers right here, these hot shoe candies.
Yeah, I'm addicted to coffee, brother. It's bad. I
What you do?
love coffee.
Oh, you a coffee head.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, and I have it bad. I have to drink it all day. I gotta have my coffee. I have a Keurig in my office with coffee. Like I have to have my coffee. And y'all don't get it misconstrued because sometimes addictions can you're addicted to a man. You can't be alone and you just that's your addiction. You can be addicted to different things, but it's how
you
you
know,
overcome it.
whoa. You know somebody that's been addicted to men before?
Hmm. Yep. Can't live
How can
without one.
how can you be addicted to a man, KeKe?
You know, a lot of people don't want to be alone. And they just need somebody there with them. They need somebody. So yes, I have experienced women that's addicted to men. If they lose one, they're gonna have another one there, and their children are gonna be calling that other man dad. They're addicted to having a man around. Like they need that. They don't care if he ain't no good. They don't care if he can't help out. They just need that male companion around. And that's not always good. You gotta learn how to be by yourself. Ain't nothing like being by yourself. That's how I hear my thoughts. That's how I get my ideas for podcasts because I have to be alone. I need to. I have to. I have to be alone.
Somebody said preach. I don't know who that is, favorite you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, baby. Yes.
Yeah, you keep me
Yes.
getting to it.
But you have to recognize it because if you don't even recognize that, you're gonna think that's normal when it's not. You have to give yourself time to heal between things.
You
It's
know,
not normal.
I want to do I know we're gonna do 3 parts. I want to do a fourth part about my situation and addiction. We're gonna go deep.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be some Emmy type shit. We're gonna go crazy because I want to talk about it because I just do.
Absolutely. You should be able to tell your story.
Hey, I feel good about it too, man. So hey, you can come out on the other side of that shit. You can be great. Um, you just gotta keep swinging, man. You can't be no hoe. Can't be no hoe, man. I don't, excuse me for the wild talk sometimes, but you can't be no hoe, nigga. It's gonna
Absolutely.
you can't.
Absolutely. Bring normalize real men again. Bring real men back. Bring grown men back. So if I can leave y'all with anything is I think men need more accountability. As I said before, accountability for me is the word in 2023. If you can't hold yourself accountable, don't come around me. Stay where you at. Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm trying to change my ways. But you
I've been
cannot
doing
change your ways and find inner peace if you're always deflecting and blaming somebody else. It just can't be everybody but you. Don't make sense. It was her, it was her, it was them, it was him. It's everybody but you. And that makes sense. But you got people, aka your mamas, aka your family, like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The advice you taking from people, look at where they at. If they ain't in a good situation, why you taking advice from me, folks?
just that. You gonna meet mama when you come. You gonna love mama. But mama, there's been a couple of young ladies. You remember Angela, the one who lost her son?
Yes.
And, my mama told Angela. She said, "What in the world is you doing with somebody like my son? He is not ready." And Angela probably thought my mom was playing, and a couple more, my mama told folk that, and she meant that at the time. I grew up around a bunch of women and stuff. Like I told you, all I heard was that nigga ain't no good, blah blah blah. I was not gonna be that. I was not gonna be that. And
But you're older, girl, and your mother is older. But these younger ones, they mama think they're gold. Their mama think they can do no wrong, but you raise these demons. So that tells me a lot about you, ma'am.
That Jody shit though, that baby. Y'all need to, but see, you know what their problem is? No disrespect. They're a little bit too old for your brother. They need to have something in their life.
Mhm.
So like what happened to Jody mama in the movie?
Mhm.
That big old big nigga came around, you know what I'm saying? He cooking eggs, goddamn in a towel and shit. Boy, you need to be gone.
That part.
You need to
Hmm.
be gone. That man fucking the shit out your mama. Wham in our ass. Bam, this nigga got a
And she
child.
happy in her garden. But that's the thing. I've been through it before, and the mama was married. Ma'am, pay attention to your man. You more worried about your son, your grown son, and what he got going on in your own marriage. That's a problem. That means y'all missing something else. Because if y'all happy and good there, you don't have time to worry about this.
That man don't know how he don't learn how to use that goddamn phone though. He
Hmm.
ain't study. He don't learn how to use that phone.
That
He
part.
study. Nine times out of 10, if you and your son shit, get back out, or if you don't have nothing, go get your own shit and let that man go be great.
Yes.
That's
And that's
all.
important.
Again, I'm gonna be honest with you, KeKe. It should be done in harmony. Let me tell you something. When a mother has her son off, my mama gonna hand me off. As my old ass, my mama gonna hand me off to somebody. It's gonna be they're gonna shop together. They gonna
Mm-hmm.
love. It's gonna be. It's got. If your mama and your woman don't get along, some ain't right already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's something that a man should have to fight. That's
Mm-hmm.
something that's not. A lot of times these women though, I done been like a woman like my mama. Some people could take my mama wrong. Uh, but like I say, she's told people that you too good for my son. He ain't rep. I wasn't rep. I was running around. My mama, she knew. I was run. Now my house was stable, but she just knew about the extra. The extra. I'm pulling up at mama house with a whole nother shit and my family at home.
Mm-hmm.
She asked me about my family. I got a little, little shit right here. And I did that shit for years and 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 years. But I was at home with a woman who telling me I ain't shit. You fat. Don't nobody want you. You just gonna pay, all this old shit. Okay.
Yeah, but does that make it right? Why not just leave the person alone?
That's what we're gonna talk about on this documentary. It was I have no excuse for it. I wish I would have. I missed a lot out of life. Just being let me say something though. That situation that I was in that I'm speaking of was probably the best relationship wise. The best. Man, we had the best goddamn first 8, 9, 10 years that you could have. Don't get me wrong. I fucked that up. I had it perfect. I had it perfect. I ain't gonna sit up here and goddamn I done, I'll say some shit. It might be like a jab at her or some shit like that, but I had that motherfucking shit perfect. And me being turning like in my mid 30s and I ain't doing nothing but sit at home and sell dope. It was so easy. I was making money, eating. Their life was just good. I learned how to stay out the way. I wasn't in no shootouts. I was living in a great neighborhood. My kids going to great life. Good. I'm coaching, just all American dream. So, but damn, she ain't in love with me no more. Uh, I'm still putting that shit on. I'm still me, but damn, she don't see me like they see me when I leave the house. Now, I'm talking about like Magic City, like Magic City. That's what every nigga want out here. When I'm tearing them little motherfuckers up, all this. But my woman at home telling me I ain't shit, and I go out there and I can hit anything I want just cause I'm me. Shit, I ain't have money all the time, so I'm just, cause one thing about that I'm gonna say ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Uh, money never made me. Bro, nigga don't know if I got it or I don't. I'm always me. Uh, money ain't you never. I be making. I done made a whole bunch of this shit. It don't matter. I know I ain't had no M's. Don't start count. I guess that's why I might have been spared. That shit never. When they were buying all them cars and all that shit. I mean, one time I had like up to 6 cars. I don't fucking drive. I got these cards. I'm just buying them because you got to have cards. You dope boy, you all. You know, growing up, man, you just it's about growing up and then being spared and knowing, realizing that God keeping you here, the most important thing. So let's get God in our lives, fellas, and let's be accountable.
Mhm.
2023. When we do the last show this year, we're gonna talk about accountability and where you at. And I've done it, KeKe. I like to think I've done it from the get go. Uh, I was thinking about the day when you called me. Now one day we did the podcast, and got on. You like, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. I be having things to do. I ain't gonna be doing this. So, if we're gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Ever since that day, I made it a point to, if not be on time, to be in contact with you, to be
Right.
to you
Right. And
understand
we
what
work
I'm
it
saying?
out from there. We work everything out from there.
But that's being accountable, and that's not being a whole ass nigga. That's not taking it. I could have 20, 10, 15 years. Who the fuck she thinks she talking to? No, but she telling you right. She telling you from the get go. She telling you from it's because it's you. You know what she told me? I'm getting tears. You know what she told me?
Right.
I'm gonna give her flowers. Y'all fuck with y'all talking about. My sister, I look, Key, you said it got your name on it. It's
Mm-hmm.
yours. Let's be accountable. If you're wrong, in my last 3 relationships, I fucked up. I'm looking at the camera. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I wasn't good enough for you. Accountability. Accountability. Count motherfucking ability, sister. She gonna
Absolutely.
get us, she gonna get us out of here with. I like this live shit. We're gonna go live and promote it. So I want some
I
merch
love
going.
it. Accountability is real, you guys. And happiness is when you're working on yourself. Nobody can make you happy. You have to make you happy. Stop telling women I'm making you happy. No, 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 no. You got to make you happy, and she has to make her happy. And you all come together and build off of that. Ain't nobody make me happy but me. That's too much pressure on somebody to make me happy and make themselves happy. I got this part. You had your part, right? Stop focusing on other people's flaws and other people's mistakes and direct that energy towards yourself. Make you better. That's it. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna make mistakes. The accountability part comes from saying, "Hey, I am so sorry for what I did, and allow me to make that better because I never make that mistake no more because I know what I did." But when you mess up and you say, "Well, you made me do this," that's not holding yourself accountable because you have to be accountable for you, and they have to be accountable for them. Accountability 2023, guys.
About being real, man. You know, we're real over here. SuckerFree, man. Not being accountable for some sucker shit. Oh, uh, uh, I broke her window out because she flat my tire. Man, get out of here with all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I need to tell you, do not put your hands on a woman if you're not trying to caress her and
Mm-hmm.
make her feel good. You know, all that other shit. And 9 times, look, let me say this. 60% of y'all can't even beat your woman. She'll beat you up. Y'all cut it out. Because they got these fucking cameras now. And they get your ass on camera, get beat up by your woman. It's gonna be bad. Y'all cut that shit. Hey, this is a good one, KeKe.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave you with something.
Okay.
Soldier Boy. I want to see Soldier Boy on a weekly fucking show somewhere. Get that man his show. But I agree with Soldier Boy on this. I'm just kind of wondering why Soldier Boy came out so late with this. He's so funny. But if Tory Lane shot that girl, it is some whole shit. Tory, don't matter how big she is. You got to know what you want. You don't want to get in bed with the big motherfucker. So I don't like women that big. That's just me personally. You know, she's beautiful and all that, but that shit's scary. I live in Atlanta. I'm gonna leave you with that. I love y'all. It's been great. I'm keep my shit per and friends. Y'all, hey, man, stay tuned. When we going live, this once a week shit kind of good right here. Yeah, sometimes this shit real professional. I like it. Feel good. It's a good feel. And I can't wait to get my sister out here, man.
Couple weeks.
We're gonna go big. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be live. Live. Accountability. I'm out. Love